I won't share my real name, but you can call me Yassine. Back in 2018, I was working as a freelance filmmaker, traveling across North African countries, searching for abandoned places to shoot a documentary about supernatural phenomena. But what I encountered in a remote northern Algerian village wasn't supernatural. It was a curse. Everything began with a strange message I received on Facebook from someone named Ilyas Ben Yahia. The message read, "If you really want to capture something that's never been filmed before, come to the village of Timizar. There's a house there with a black box. No one opens it twice." The message caught my attention, especially since there was nothing online about this village. No pictures, no maps, nothing. I happened to be in Oran at the time, so I packed my camera and went. It took me 6 hours of travel through forests and mountains to reach Timizar. The weather was cold and foggy, even though it was August. An old man greeted me. He wore a gray jalaba, and his eyes were oval-shaped. His features were unclear. He said, "You're here for the box. Fine. But the box only opens for those who are part of it." His words hit me like a dart, but I continued anyway. He took me to an ancient mud house. It was collapsing in on itself. Inside there was nothing, except a broken wooden wardrobe, and next to it, a black box, roughly the size of a nightstand, sealed with rusty iron locks. I turned on my camera and began filming. As I approached the box and touched it, my hand burned as if I'd grabbed burning coal. The old man told me, "Listen carefully. When you open it, you must read what's inside out loud. If you stop reading, you'll never leave this place." I opened the box. Inside was a folded brown leather scroll covered in symbols I couldn't recognize, but somehow my eyes started to understand them, as if I'd read them before. I began to read, "I am he who was never born and shall never be buried. Am the shadow that walked out of light and returned bearing darkness. Am the final guardian who forgot his own name." Suddenly the entire house shook, the roof cracked open, the walls started to move, and the old man, gone. I found myself standing in the middle of a forest. Night had fallen, even though it was only 3 p.m. The box was still in my hands. It was humming, not with sound, but with the souls. Every time I tried to open it again, something would strike my chest, like something inside was trying to escape, but couldn't. Then, without warning, the box opened by itself. A thick, black smoke rose out and formed the shape of a man. But it wasn't a man. His body was made of fog, his eyes burning fire, and he spoke. "Whoever opens the box must switch places." I didn't understand until I felt my body freeze. My arms wouldn't move. Looked around. I was inside the box. Since then, I've lived in an unbearable darkness, and I see others, people from all over the world. All of them tried to open the box. All of them are trapped here. But the twist, I managed to send a message to someone new.